If you clicked on this video, congratulations! This can't be the same heat that the ancestors were in, right? Right? And stop playing those games with the Lumi. This is the time. If you don't get anything else from this video, this is the time to buy that deodorant that has the aluminum, carbon dioxide, every preservative, every harmful thing you could ever think of. You got to pack it in. Like all the way in. All the way in. I'm serious. Don't play with me. Don't do that. Welcome back to the YouTube channel, guys. Thank you guys so much for coming back. So I'm going to keep it short and I'm going to keep it simple. There are a list of things that I watched in a couple of weeks and I have thoughts and opinions. And let's get on into it. Number one, Behind Her Eyes. I know. Mind your business. I'm late to the game. I don't even know when it came out, but I finally got around to it. And I'll tell you this. The power of minding your business could have saved old girl's life. First of all, it took me up to the 4th or 5th episode to really get into what she was trying to deliver. Slow burn. I got annoyed. I said, so she just out here being 1-800-SAVE-A-HO, but also thotting in the streets and trying to play 2 for 2? Top 2 and you not even number 2? I don't know. I feel like if you would have just heeded to instructions of not only the husband and her friend, and probably everybody else who heard about this situation, you could have not died. Because then, at the end of it, you done left my boy, her son Adam, I think that's his name, the only good heart, actually, throughout this whole show, with not only 1, not only 2, but 3 dads. Okay, and you got to watch the whole to understand. But my boy is lost and stranded alone. He don't know what's going on. But something is amiss. So there's a documentary on HBO Max. It's called The 6 Schizophrenic Brothers. It deals with the Galvin family that took place in like the 19-something when Jim Crow was still happening. It's a very interesting documentary. It very much broke my heart, but it does this nice map of how mental health and mental illness, specifically with schizophrenia, really affects every single person differently and how it can create chaos as a whole in a family. The perceptions of me being mentally well and then you having the paranoia of having schizophrenia. The Galvin family, they're a family of 12. Okay? I just love how like back in those days, y'all was really rah-rahing. Y'all said that this is the only option. Well, you didn't really have that much to do, I guess. And out of 6 of the 12, they have schizophrenia. They're all boys. And this is told mainly from the perception and viewpoint of Mary. She is the youngest baby girl out of the whole family. They only had 2 girls. It was her and her other sister. I believe her name was Margaret. And she really spills the tea. The tea and the drama and the trauma within her own life of dealing with not 1, but 6 schizophrenic brothers, along with the rest of your siblings. And then on top of that, your mom and your dad. They have other viewpoints with the brothers, but I think it does a beautiful painting of how you think one illness is supposed to be and how it can really affect other people. Some of the brothers that have it, they are functional. Others are not as functional. And how they discovered that they had schizophrenia, everyone has their own discovery, whether it was through trauma, whether you found out when they were like a young little boy. And if you see in some of the pictures, specifically the firstborn, if you just see in the picture, I'm so sorry, off the bat, you already know that there is something going on, that the lights aren't all the way on, that the elevator doors are having trouble like fully opening. Granted, they're all older now, but that doesn't really change things for them. So I say definitely give it a look. And definitely it creates a sense of empathy for people who are struggling with the illness, right? Family members, parents, siblings, and even like the victim themselves as the illness, because it really leads down a crazy spiral. I said anybody, please. I could never. And her mom and the dad, I feel like their lives were just sacrificed in the worst way because at the end of the day, they gave up everything to take care of their kids. The last thing that I watched was the Slave Play documentary. The Slave Play is a nice little controversial tidbit that has been around for a while. I remember when it premiered on Broadway. I remember when it was discovered back in 2019. I got nominated for several Tony Awards, but only won one for fight choreography, if I'm not mistaken. It's written by Jeremy O. Harris, and a lot of people had a lot of things to say. I thought it was a trash piece of work. Not even gonna hold you. I mean, if you look at the name of the title, it's already a dub, right? But this documentary really goes into his own personal journey of A, getting the name title and the meaning behind the name title, but B, also taking a lot of different aspects within Black culture, and specifically the forefront looking of the relationship between sex and relationship and identity, and combining it all into a melting pot with comedy, dark comedy on top of that, and really irony, right? And kind of like the metaphors that have always been used regarding Black women and Black men in the community when it comes to sexualizing and fetishization of the body and who we are and what we're good for, and kind of putting that on stage. I think this documentary was really enrooted in transparency and truth of this is what it is. This is what I meant. Take it or leave it. And it definitely had me intrigued to the point where I'm actually going to read the play. I've been on the fence about it for a while, but I said, obviously it's something, girl, because it has a lot of high accolades and it's been premiered in a lot of respectable theaters. My hat goes off to him, A, for even writing this and really sticking with it, but B, for the actors to put themselves in this space and in these characters and to this high level degree of uncomfortability and judgment and just a lot of wild characteristics that kind of seem like you have to force yourself into, but something that can be traumatizing for the body and your mind to put yourself into that type of character and perform it on stage. I think that this is a story that has been a telltale of time that has been used in the past. His main muse, shall I say, that he uses for a lot of these characters and for a lot of these scenes is Mandingo. And if you go watch Mandingo, well, girl, one word that he uses to describe the play, to describe the overall message and his mindset of the play in general is Ouroboros. It's like if you see the famous picture of a snake eating itself. And I'll leave it at that. But definitely check it out. It's Ouroboros is what this play is what the art is, babe. My last thing is Inside Out 2. I finally watched it. I cried like a baby. Okay, the ending got me. And I saw the ending on TikTok. I saw all of these dissertations and think pieces, from like people who are saying this movie is not for kids, from the Christian side of TikTok saying that this is demonic. I've seen it all, babe. And sometimes it's just like, you can just like walk into a film and not judge it. You can do that. That's because it's part of entertainment, so let it entertain. Anyway, and I think it painted out perfectly about how when people speak on anxiety and depression and all of these very robust emotions that a lot of people think you're exaggerating or it's one-dimensional. And they quite literally have painted the picture of really articulating that it hits people in different ways, but this is how it feels. This is the process. This is like the foundation. And I think it's great for your children to see this, so you can be parents, right? And actually talk about what's going on, parenting them through the struggles of life versus traumatizing them and not putting a camera in their face. You see how Riley's parents didn't do any of that? I'm just saying, take notes. I want another one. At least I want another 2. I definitely want one where she's in high school, and I want one where she's in college, where she like starts stressing about life and bills. Cause that, and if you could do like a viewpoint maybe of the parents, cause I kind of like their emotions as well. Maybe them stressing about bills and life. Cause again, inflation just... That's all I have for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. Please comment, like, and subscribe. I I hope you guys are enjoying the summer. I will say that Kendrick has blessed me this summer. I shall call him the summer savior. This man has popped out and showed, not only on Juneteenth, okay, but 4th of July. It don't get better than this. I'm just saying. I feel like Kendrick is teaching me that no hate is too great. That you could be a grade A level hater and it's okay. This might be the push to push me over the edge of artistic development. I mean, the fire is not going down with this man at all. And let me tell you something, if you're a Drake fan, you might as well just stay in the house. As he says in the song, just stay inside, you know? Woo, location off, so you don't. That man is a genius. Did y'all see how he did the owl in the cage? Because the bird cage can't say. Watch it. Just watch it. And then watch it again, actually. And then watch it one more time. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.